Okay, welcome everybody. Sorry for the delay there, but we are good to go. Welcome everyone to Mid-Ohio Road Course Racing once again here in the Fast Racing League for the 8th race of the season. On tap, we've got 27 laps. Guys just now getting qualified. And then we will be all set and ready to go for some more road course action. We saw plenty of it at Coda. Now for this slightly shorter track, but still going to present a big challenge for these guys. A lot of ups and downs, elevation changes, tight corners, faster corners. Looking to be probably about a 2-stop race, possibly 1 if you're able to stretch it, but that remains to be seen. But we'll see who's going to be able to pull it off. It looks like we've got about 26 or 27 drivers ready to go for tonight, which for a road course, that is an incredible turnout. Great to see everyone here. And hopefully things go a little bit better than last week. So far so good, it looks like, on the OBS end of things. Again, I cannot apologize enough. I don't know what was going on that caused the technical issues there, but very laggy, very jumpy. It looks like it's all good now. Hopefully it was just because I hadn't shut my computer off in a while or something else going on, but knock on wood that everything's going to be all good here. But of course, feedback not only welcomed but encouraged in chat, so please let me know if things start to go south in terms of any excessive loading or anything of that sort. But yeah, we are ready to get after it here tonight. We'll see if Bill Martin can maybe follow up that phenomenal job last week at Nashville. First win, pretty darn cool to see there. Of course, a lot of drama happening otherwise. To anyone who is in the Fast Facebook group, you probably saw some of it. I will not go into too much detail here, but there are definitely some hot tempers going, that's for sure. And this being a road course, you never know what you're going to see in this case. So it all remains to be seen, as we got guys just now turning in their qualifying laps. Of course, Jacob Smetana with the win at Coda, looking like possibly the favorite for the road course once again. We'll see what he's able to do right now. As we go, he is on provisional pole with a blistering lap. This is a track that if you get anywhere into the 1:23s or 1 minute 23s, you're pretty good. And Smetana has run a 1 minute 23.0, almost into the 22s. So I think that he's definitely going to be the favorite here tonight. But of course, you're going to have Nick Gunther up there as always, and Jacob's brother Peter looking good as well. So far, third provisionally. Still have a minute left in this session. I'm checking the chat one last time here. Of course, once qualifying ends here, then I'll get everybody some live pictures. As it stands, Edinburgh Leal and Randall Coleman are the top 5 provisionally. Still got a little bit of time left. 21 drivers so far have turned a lap time. Get on and off track just in case that was me. And we're holding up here, but also going to give a quick shout out here to Tyler Stallhood, who's making his first start of the season. Driving the number 27, currently 11th provisionally. Right now the drivers who have taken lap times currently wrapping up with Benjamin Snyder, the self-proclaimed road course ringer. But there we go. Everything looks like it should be all set. And it looks like we should have approximately, 27 drivers ready to take the green flag here tonight. Phenomenal, healthy field for a road course. This is really cool to see. Like I said, looking like it should be a 2-stopper, maybe a 1-stop if you can stretch it. But tires could also play a factor into that. And also just keeping it on track. A couple guys have been saying how slippery the curbs are here. We'll see what factor that could play. Road course rules should be the same as they were at COTA. You have to call out your own cautions if there is contact. We saw some contact incidents at COTA, but none of them resulted in a caution coming out, and basically the entire race was green flags. So we'll see what's going to happen this time around. On that note, though, get you some live pictures here. Yeah, you might see a little bit of that here, some slipping and sliding, but a lot of opportunities to pass here, but also some tricky sections like right here that you do not want to be side by side in. Of course, you got the big uphill section there, about halfway through the lap. I think being an interesting area. And that could also be a dangerous spot right there, because the general racing lane kind of takes you over the pit exit, so guys coming out of the pits will have to be aware, and of course guys going through that complex. Got a couple cars here that we still cannot see. Edivers, we still cannot see his. And another first-time starter, if he's able to keep it connected here, has been having some connection issues, but Harold Torres in the 51 machine, don't have that car either. But looking to also make his debut. Tyler Mallon saying hello to spectators here. Tyler Mallon and Jovan Anderson coming off of a 1-2 finish just a few minutes ago, for that matter, at another league. Of course, Jovan coming out on top of that. They were racing at Talladega. Yeah, fancy that. Going from Talladega straight to a road course. Jovan Anderson, like I said, qualifying really, really well. I think I saw him in 6th place. Joshua Moyers, that's going to be another driver to keep an eye on. Did not get to keep his lap time. He actually got DQ'd from qualifying, so his lap time did not count. He will be starting toward the back. Look for him to be making some moves to try to get up toward the front in that 68. Taking on through the field here. There's Tyler Stallherd in the 27. A very, very brightly colored X-Side machine. Just another one of the many really neat, cool paint schemes here in this series. Nico. I never know how to actually pronounce that, but yeah, we'll definitely be looking forward to seeing that. Again, these guys are scheduled to run Bristol Dirt next week, and I hate to say that I probably will not be able to. Probably not. Just because of it being Easter and I have some family plans. I was never say never. If that wraps up soon enough, then I'll try, because I mean it's a dirt race. How can you not at least want to try and watch that? So we'll see what happens on that. Cannot make any promises though. There's the 56. The guy looking to make some good things happen here tonight. Still looking for his first W on the season, but has had plenty of good runs here and a lot to be proud of. But we'll see what he's able to do here tonight. We'll be starting in 2nd place. Jeff Goodpaster, there's Peter Smetana, who will be starting 3rd. The familiar Sunoco colors that he's been running pretty much all season. And there's the man to beat, Jacob Smetanov. Coda winner in dominating fashion, and getting the pole position in pretty dominating fashion here tonight. 8/10 quicker than second place. And just about a second over third, so that is going to be a tough man to beat right there. There's Sean Whitehill. Billy Ryan. Guys just getting in their last couple laps while they can here before we get to it. And it looks like we are just about to get to it here. Field is going to take shape here. Going to take shape in a kind of a weird spot there, but there we go. There's a good shot there of the field. There's Smetana. Jay Smetana, that is. And Nick Gunther, and then P. Smetana. And then I believe, Ediver Leal starting in 4th. And then Randall Coleman starting in P5. But I expect a lot of shuffling as this race goes on. Again, it was a green flag all the way for Coda. We'll see what's going to happen here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. In none other than Mid-Ohio. Flying solo again tonight. Everyone rolling back a little bit, being that they're starting up on that hill there. Field is going to pretty much come straight to the green flag here. Pace car pulls in. The 42 and the 56. Bringing them to the green flag here as the field's going to all try to get caught up there. But it's going to get wound up pretty quickly here, especially into turn 1. Look at them all sliding already, including the 42. Oh, and he gets flipped over. That's going to be a restart, no doubt. Holy smokes, everyone slid. Golly, that was bizarre.
Drivers, to your cars.
Room for Cody Luke there. Good sir, are you, and please forgive me, are you Nick Fletcher, by chance? Or, I think that was the name, Nick Fletcher, that he mentioned? I'm trying to remember. If I'm confusing you for someone else, I apologize. Just getting that clarification there, but golly, turn 1, as if someone just decided, hey, let's throw some water down here. Everyone on slick tires, so have fun. I guess it looked like that one Xfinity race from, oh man, what year was that? It had to have been like 2016 or something. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm still meaning to get you in the booth here at some point. I mean, if you're free, you can join TeamSpeak. I'll get you in here now, if you want to. I'm always happy to have a new face in the booth. I would have asked you earlier, but by the time I was in need of trying to find somebody, I felt like it would have been a bit late notice. So sorry for that, but that's totally up to you. Let's see what happens this time. Everyone a little more gingerly this time. Well, just about. A couple guys going wide. Randall Coleman going for a spin. And facing the wrong way. And just like that, now he's going to have a bit of a mountain to climb. Billy Ryan has also spun out toward the back of the field. But Nick Gunther has gotten the lead from the 42. It's going to be a matter of how long he can try to hold on to that. Or maybe trying to extend that gap a little bit as we come down the hill and then straight back up again. Ediver Leal going a little bit wide there. Has to get out of the throttle to keep pointing in the right direction. And he's going to spin it on the exit of that corner. Ooh, that is a dangerous spot right there. But just like that, a couple front runners in trouble early. Ooh, we almost got contact from Tyler Mallon, who's also starting at the back. Another driver to keep an eye on. Hey, you're good, man. I just figured I'd throw the offer out, but that is totally up to you. Of course, obviously, the schooling takes the priority. Well, I think also staying on track takes the priority. Sean Romero now going off track. Keeps it a little more straight and narrow there, but just about had a problem there. Ken Squires also spins. Someone else hard into the wall. It appears to be James Moore. And indeed it is, and gets hit by Ryan Lusk, who also runs wide. Benjamin Snyder struggling to hang on to that machine as well. You guys getting bit here by the unknown that is the road course. And credit to Jovan Anderson, not very much practice, and is up here in 4th at the moment. Tyler Stallhood is in 5th after starting 11th. Just about had a moment there coming out of the, I guess you could call that the carousel. Going back up the hill once again. Matt Watkins has gotten up to 6th place in the 15 machine. Bill Martin in 7th. Last week's winner, getting a little bit too much curve there, but keeps it straight. Thomas Philbrick and Jeff Goodpaster has just gotten up to 9th place, past the 71 of Romero. That is your current top 10, but the top 2 have separated themselves by a fair margin. It's Gunther ahead of Jacob at the moment, with Peter back there in 3rd, quite a ways back there, probably about 2 seconds or so. Of course, you'll see the margins going across your screen as we go along here. That only updates every lap, so just bear with it as we go. Smetana running just a little bit wide there, allowing the 56 to get a little bit of a gap on him. And Martin running wide, going into the grass, but keeps it straight. They're all passing James Moore, who's already a lap down here. Big luck up there. That was Josh Moyers, who is shown in 12th at the moment. And that is a dive. Oscar Ramos getting into the top 10 with a big dive and move there. And Tyler Stallhorn facing the wrong direction. 5th place runner has spun it on the exit of the carousel. And now we're going to have to try to recover. And just to stay ahead of Seth Cole, another fantastic looking machine at 66. Get back behind them there. There's Cody Luke and Ken Squires trying to duke it out here for a top 15. Cody Luke, I'd keep an eye on him to probably make some hay here. At least maybe get up into the top 10. He's pretty decent when it comes trying to get up there. And Leal, of course, also going to try to make up some spots and in a pretty good hurry. Let's take avoiding action there to miss Toby Roberson, who runs wide, and we'll be able to take that spot away pretty easily. Randall Coleman got even more work to do, currently outside the top 20. And we're checking through the field, just got to check and see Ryan Lusk going into the tires there. Don't think that that was an opportune moment to check on him there. Uh-oh. Oh, geez, something happened here to Nick Gunther. We're going to have a look here real quick. I was going to say, I just saw the 42 in the lead with the 56 nowhere to be seen. What happened here? Oh, my goodness. Through turn 1. Clips the grass and actually flips. Oh, my goodness. Clipped the grass, got up on 2 wheels, and went over. That is incredible. I mean, that car does not look worse for wear at all. Of course, lost a fair amount of track position there, at least in relation to the leader, but golly, that has to be the best recovery from a flip I've ever seen. That's only going to be a drop to 3rd, I believe. Indeed it is. So the Smetana brothers now 1-2 after crazy moment right there. So Jacob up at the front, Peter in second, then Nick Gunther and Jovan Anderson is fourth, with Bill Martin now fifth. We saw him and Jovan Anderson put on a pretty good fight at Coda, so if the 39 is able to get up to the 93, that could get pretty interesting. Matt Watkins currently in sixth. Oscar Ramos making hay currently in seventh, and Jeff Goodpaster is in eighth. Moyers moving up, has now gotten up to ninth, with the top 10 being rounded out by Thomas Philbrick for the time being, but he's got Sean Romero breathing right down his neck. Lap 5 here currently of 27. As you can see, the lap counter down at the bottom left corner of your screen. Very small, but it's there. Benjamin Snyder going off track there, going to go a lap down. Trying to hang in there in that Maverick number 92. Lap time is definitely dropping a little bit here for the 42. Meanwhile, the 43 just ran his quickest lap of the race. And Gunther is already starting to run him down. Yeah, Nick Gunther just ran a lap time only a tenth off of his quickest lap of the race. So that car, if it is damaged, has very little to none. It is definitely not affecting his speed, and if anything, the only thing affecting his speed is him maybe being a little bit hot, being like, gosh darn it, what just happened there? Why did that happen? 93 getting by the 92 there. That looked a little sketchy there for a moment. Yeah, 92 struggling quite a bit. And that could be dangerous there for the 50 and the 68, who might get into a pretty good battle for position here. You see Jeff Goodpaster drop back a little bit, and once again go back to check on him, and he is spinning out. Little nudge there, but keeps it going in the right direction. Stalled. The big slide there. Another big slide. My goodness, he is kicking that rear end out everywhere. Holy moly. Ryan Lusk on pit road a little early there, probably just to get that wounded race car in some better shape. Gunther catching up to the 43 here. That it would be for second place. Yeah, these guys definitely pushing, but I think it's also maybe just not the grippiest track in the world. I'm seeing a lot of tire spin, a fair amount of lockups. Everyone's definitely going for everything that they can, as Moyers did get past the 50 to take 7th place. Ediver Leal currently in 9th, and Sean Romero is 10th. Tyler Mallon trying to charge forward. Randall Coleman doing a good job of doing so, though, is now up to 13th. Battle behind him. Cody Luke and Tyler Stallhood. Luke going to keep that spot for the time being. Moyers getting by Matt Watkins now for 6th. Nicely done there, as Gunther now putting the pressure on the 43. They are side by side here. Gunther going to have to go around the outside of the carousel. Kicks out the rear end a little bit. Can't quite get that spot yet. I think the track might have a fair amount to do with it, but I think depending on some of these guys' driving styles, they figure it might be better to actually push it and then try to make it up with another pit stop maybe, as 43 struggles off of that corner. Gunther going to try and pounce here now. He's got the inside line, and he will take 2nd place back. Now his eyes set on the other Smetana up at the front. But he's got a fair ways to go here in order to catch him. And yeah, I can definitely tell a lot of these guys are slinging it around quite a bit. But road courses are always their own animal, their own beast to try to tame. And some people try to tame it a little differently by either taking it conservative or just tackling it head on. And it can work out either way. We're on lap 9 now, so just about a third of the way through this event here tonight. And Watkins starting to drop back a little bit here. Might be under fire from Oscar Ramos here shortly. Ramos runs it a little bit wide there. Now there's a battle for a top 10 there. That's Coleman and Mallon. Those are two guys that won't give an inch. Two guys trying to make their way through the field. Mallon for starting at the back and Coleman for dropping to the back after spending the first corner of the race. Mallon keeps the spot for the now. Jeff Kirkpaster's a little ways behind them then. We'll keep an eye on this here with Coleman getting a good run here and going into the uphill section there and gets into him under braking. Not sure if Coleman just wasn't quite ready for the 81 to slow down when he did or what. But that mountain for Mallon just got a little bit taller. He's probably not too happy either. And Watkins and Oscar Ramos. Watkins looks like he's going to let him by. Check it back forward here, and yep, it looks like they may have called that. So I think they actually did call the caution there. I mean, that was involving the league admin, so yeah, he knows like, hey, that's the rule, so I'm going to call this one here. Peter Smetana has fallen out of the picture here. But everyone else still scored about the same. Oh, nope, there he is. He might not have realized that the caution was out and just kept going. So under caution here for the first time on a road course this season. Again, as manual cautions. You will not see the pace car out here. The game still thinks that we're under green because the cautions are turned off. And then it's just going to be a matter of the leader dictating the pace speed. It's probably going to end up being that everyone is going to get this one opportunity to pit if they want to or not. Which I would imagine at this point in the run everyone will. And then we'll go around one more time and come back to the green flag. So Jacob Smetana's advantage has just evaporated. Just like that. After Randall Coleman getting into Tyler Mallon. Bringing out the first caution of the race. We'll keep an eye on pit stops here and then we'll have a quick look at that incident. And that's interesting here. I'm not seeing anyone come down pit road, so it's possible maybe we might actually get another lap of caution. Maybe Randall calling that pit road is closed, just in case there's no claim on any incidents. Which can happen. Yeah, I would think that someone would have come down pit road there. Or no, actually, that's for the stage. Because I totally forgot that there's stage racing in this. There kind of is. There are stages, but they stay green usually, so I think everyone just was looking for their stage points there, which I always forget to mention that every week. That these guys are going for stage points at certain points in the race, but they don't throw cautions for that. So that is my apologies, and I Totally dropped the ball there. So we'll go back here really quick and see that incident once again between Malin and the 9. See if we can get a bit of a different look at it here. That's not really a good look. Make sure I get the best camera angle for you guys here. There's a lot of trees here, I'm noticing. So it's going to pretty much have to be from here. And yeah, it looked like Malin may have just braked way early in anticipation. And Coleman just wasn't ready for it. And that's where I mentioned the different driving styles. People braking earlier than others. And I think that's just one of those deals right there. Malin's still currently scored in 10th place though, so not losing too terribly much. That will probably send Coleman to the rear of the field. So coming back around to pit road this time, I imagine this is when everyone's going to pit, and indeed they will. Because I do remember Randall mentioning that it was the completion of lap 10 was when the stage points would be handed out. So now this will give everyone the chance to get the pit stop that they need. So more likely than not, get them to the end of the race. But that also means that they're going to have a bit of a longer run to deal with this time. Looks like it's going to be a universal 4-tire call here. Top 3 is going to stay the same. Bill Martin and Tyler Stallhard are now going to be 5th and probably 6th unless the 27's a lap down. I just want to have a very quick peek at that. And no, they were not a lap down, so they may have opted for a strategy call here to try to get back up and gain some track position. So Stallhard will be 5th with Moyer 6th. Interesting call there. We'll see how that's going to work out for them. Matt Watkins will be behind them then, restarting in 7th. Ediver Leal, Cody Luke, and Oscar Ramos should be the top 10 here. Ramos looking like he may have also gone with that strategy, may have had some trouble there based on where he was scored the last time. Now, the only question mark that I have is if we're going to have single or double file restarts here for a road course. I do believe it will be single. And now that Gunther has gotten back to the 42, what is he going to be able to do with him? These two have definitely been the class of the field so far. Gunther just getting into that little bit of trouble. Which again, I don't think that you will ever see a car flip and be this competitive in your life. One of the fastest, if not the fastest guy on track before and after said rollover. And then, of course, you got the other Smetana there in 3rd. He is doing fantastic here. Missed Coda, but now up here in a fantastic position. Has been doing a great job. And then, of course, Bill Martin and Tyler Stallhood looking to try to make something happen here in his debut for the season. Of course, he is frequent runner here in the Fast Racing League, but not been able to make it yet this season. But there he is now in P5, already side by side. 15 in the 09 as we're back to green flag racing. Number of guys spinning the tires off the over the corner there. And just alluding to what Nick was asking in chat earlier, part of it could be track, part of it could be drivers, and also part of it could be setup. There could be a number of different factors there, such as the brake bias, who is and is not running ABS, and things like that that could be causing lockups and wheel spin and stuff like that. Really close. This is a 27 in the 09, 27 losing a few spots. Smetana was able to hold on to the lead pretty comfortably. As there, yep, there goes Stallhood with the lighting up the rears. Gonna go off track, but keep it straight for the most part. Coming back into traffic. But they will navigate that just fine. He now gets next to Toby Roberson. Slings it in front of him. There's Malin. He's also on a charge forward. After falling back again, and Jovan Anderson has also fallen back quite a bit. They've had some trouble of his own. It is so hard to keep track of everything that happens on these road course races. So Smetana opening up a little bit of a gap there on Nick Gunther. You guys running wide there. It's Peter Smetana kind of by himself there in third. Josh Moyers has gone up to fourth now. That strategy looks like that may have mostly benefited him, because even on top of that, he has already gained 2 places in 1 lap there. And if Leal looking to do the same thing, as I see them starting to slow back down, we may have another yellow on the track. And it looks like we do. Not 100% sure as to exactly why. I see Benjamin Snyder further back here. May have been Stallherd and Seth Cole. I see them having lost a lot of spots. Bear with me here while I look to see what may have happened. Actually, we might have our answer here. Tyler Stallhood and Tyler Mound. Stallhood gets into the wall a little bit, clips it, gets into the dirt, tries to hold it straight and can't. Slide back onto the track, and Cole, nowhere to go. Right in front of the field. Sean Whitehill going pretty wide there, but manages to save it. But it looks like that may have been the yellow. Yeah, that dirt is not your friend. No matter where you go. A couple guys toward the back coming down pit road here. Most of the front runners, though, are going to stay out. Of course, we'll take this opportunity to mention, feel free to check out the Fast Racing League in the description. Get into their Facebook group. Check out all the good stuff that they got going on. Of course, this series here. They've also got the Xfinity and Truck series that they do. It's kind of smaller fields. It could be a good place to kind of get your feet wet. All fixed setup. So a good place to give it a shot. Of course, all other NR leagues. There's something for everyone out there. Different skill levels. Different, even different field sizes. If you like smaller fields or bigger fields, you can find just about anything. Here in NR, best place to look would be Facebook. Of course, shout out also to JTN, the Johto Network, and to Full Circle Racing Designs, the creators of the mod that you see before you here. The Cup 2022 edition. Thank you to those guys. Thomas Philbrick, of course, part of that team. And all others that worked so hard to get this mod up and running, and they have done a phenomenal job. And just for us to have fun, too. So thank you, guys. Thank you. The field will be likely coming to the green here. It will be lap 16 of 27. Making it 12 laps to go. 12 very long laps. It's been the Jacob and Nick show up at the front. But mostly the 42. 56 is looking to change that here as we are coming to the restart. And away they go once again, and another good jump for the 42. Bill Martin maybe trying to make something happen. Jeff Goodpaster getting to the inside there. Matt Watkins, someone spinning, and it's Peter Smetana. In the middle of the field, some contact there. Will they throw the yellow? Not too sure, but that is a lot of track position lost now for the 43. Only, I think just about everyone except for the 42 has had something happen to them in this race at some point or another. And they did throw the yellow. So through turn 1. Whoops. Apologies for that. Let me reset that. There we go. And he actually did have some help from Moyers, so that's why they threw it. A little hit there from the 50 of Oscar Ramos. They threw the caution there after the 68 actually spun him out. So now third place runner going to fall to barely inside the top 20. And Edifur Leal is now going to be third after that is all said and done. He had his troubles, of course, earlier on. Nick Gunther, of course, going for a flip, despite never falling out of the top 5. Again, everyone except for the 42 has had some moment in this race where they've fallen back or had something happen. Same way Bill Martin has also had a fairly reasonable run here without too much going on. Will now be in 4th place. Shout out to Goodpaster, though, getting up to 5th. Right place, right time, knows what to do, and has been able to take advantage to try to gain some track position himself. Looks like we should have 10 laps to go on the restart this time. Matt Watkins will be in 6th. Ramos, Philbrick, Moyers, and Cody Luke will be 10th. In 11th place there, Randall Coleman trying to make up ground yet again. Back to the front. Front to the Mac, and then front to the Mac again, and now right in the middle. But doing his best to try to get up there. It's been a roller coaster race for a lot of these guys. Sounds awfully similar to Nashville. But right now we've got a Ford and a Chevy up at the front here. Third place, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I apologize. But Fords are looking pretty good here. Right now they occupy 1st, 4th, and 5th. And then you got the leading Toyota in 6th. And I do believe that Tyler Stallhood is driving a Dodge. So we do have a Dodge in this field. We've had a Honda in this field. And now we've had a Dodge. Yep, there it is. It looks like a Hellcat template, and holy crap, that looks sick. Well, thank you, Tyler, for breaking that thing out there. There's the 92. Oh my goodness. Coming to 10 laps to go here. Smetana's been able to hold off Gunther thus far. But we had a great run there, and then just like that, we've had quick succession cautions coming out here. And that's just going to keep making the 42 more and more nervous as he gets another great jump there. Gunther does not go all that well. Look at him sliding in there. But this is usually where things get a little crazy. Here's some tires squealing. Everyone looks like they are keeping it pointed in the right direction at the moment. Indeed they are. And Gunther gained that right back there once he gets to the corners. Smetana's got the great launch off, but golly, if you want entry and middle corner speed, that's where the 56 is at. Josh Moyer's trying to fend off Matt Watkins there. We got a blown motor, and that's Thomas Philbrick. Brings it to a stop, and we'll probably end up getting off track there. That is a brutal break. There's a few guys go off track there. That's the 66 and the 43. Goes from bad to worse for Peter. And it went really south for Thomas Philbrick. Was having a great run going. But then the engine lets go with 10 laps to go, and that is a stinger. Matt Watkins dropping back a ways here. May have had some trouble now trying to fend off some other guys. There's Randall Coleman and Josh Moyers pointing the wrong direction. Watkins is spinning. Everyone pointing all the wrong directions. That will probably be a yellow. And indeed it is. 42 held on to the lead. But he's going to have to worry about that 56 yet again. This time within 10 to go. But holy moly, there was calamity there at the top of that hill. Randall Coleman behind Josh Moyers. Coming up to this quick sequence. And actually, that was the 50 getting loose and spinning, and just a chain reaction behind him. The guy's chucking up and not really sure where to go. That is a very blind corner. You really don't see much once you commit to turning left there, so. Yeah, that's a brutal one, though. Another spin there for the 9. And the 68 going to have to try to make up ground yet again. Thomas Philbrick is on pit road, hoping to maybe try to salvage that engine to get back out on track. But that thing is not going to be in good shape even if he is able to. We got another shuffle up here in the top 10. Top 5 have stayed the same mostly. And now Oscar Ramos will be 6th. Toby Roberson, Sean Romero, Jovan Anderson, and Ken Squires will now be 6th through 10th. And Billy Ryan, car number 11 in 11th, and car 12 and 12th. That's kind of funny. Billy Ryan and Sean Whitehall, respectively. Oscar Ramos opting to come down pit road here. Gonna relinquish that 6th place spot and get some fresh tires on that bad boy. That is interesting to be in this late in the race, but of course we've seen how much they've been spinning these tires and locking them up, so that can't be good for him. So I imagine that that's going to be the call there, is to try and make sure that those tires are going to be in good enough shape for the finish. So that will now move Billy Ryan into the top 10, as well as Toby Roberson on back up a place. I think I saw Tyler Mallon also come down there, and a few other guys toward the back. Cody Luke as well. Saw him there. We've got everyone who's on track is still on the lead lap here. The only retirees so far are the 83 of Ryan Luskin just now. Thomas Philbrick is labeled as a clutch problem. That ended the 23's day prematurely. Again, was definitely one of running a top 10 here, so that's going to be a bummer. But a lot to be proud of there. That was a good run on a tough track. So we'll see if we can get a run going this time here. 42 and 56, still the front two. That has barely changed at all. Leal still looking at those two going, hey, y'all get racing up there? I'll be ready to take advantage. There's Bill Martin, another excellent run here, up in 4th place. Really starting to find a pace of his own and has been doing a phenomenal job this season. Of course, got that win last week at Nashville. A feel-good story out of a crazy night. And the 39 looking to do it again. And Jeff Goodpaster in P5. The Monster Energy colors on that 33. So 7 laps to go this time. Smetana has been masterclass on these restarts so far. He's going to have to do it again. And another really solid restart. Going way to the inside is the 56. We'll see what happens on this restart here. This is usually the corner where things get a little crazy. Got someone else blowing up in the back. That appears to be Seth Cole. Another engine failure, and now we're going 3 wide in the carousel. And Nick Gunther is going wide. 56 to the back end of the top 15, just like that. Not sure if he got shoved wide or what happened. Jeff Goodpaster is now 2nd. And Edinburgh Leal has fallen back. That may have been an incident between maybe the 56 and the 09. We'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Someone else may have just spun out or at least spun the tires. And yeah, we got a couple of guys doing that. And now Gunther's going to be on a mission. Dove it past Ken Squires there. Billy Ryan having some trouble. And Matt Watkins and Randall Coleman getting a little close for comfort. These guys trying to hold on to it there. A little bit of contact as Toby Robertson spinning off the final corner. Going to lose his track position now. And a lot of rear end damage. He may have hit the wall and hit it pretty good. Golly, it's hard to pull away from all this. But we're going to have to here for just a moment. I am very curious to see what happened. So let's find out here. Nick Gunther. And Leal tries to go to his inside there. And, oh my goodness, did he miss the corner. Oh! And then that was Robertson that actually hits the 56. A little contact with Sean Whitehill, but yeah, the 09 just completely missing the corner. Trying to get the spot and just outbraked himself. And outbraked himself pretty bad. And now it's just gone off. Golly, another driver from the front to the back. Is that ever Leal? Some rear end damage looks like also an RJ Bishop's 45, a driver that we have not really mentioned his name at all. Gunther gaining some places back, has now gotten back up to 7th. Ooh, stall it again. Golly, no one has been kicking out that rear end more than the 27 throughout the whole night. That is insane. But we're at 5 laps to go here. Battle is on here for the tail end of the top 10. But checking up front, everyone has gotten pretty spread out here. Bill Martin has gotten past Jeff Goodpaster for second place. Jovan Anderson and Randall Coleman are now fourth and fifth. Sean Romero is in sixth place in the meantime. Gunther hoping for a caution at this point. And the field wadded up behind Billy Ryan right now. That's for eighth on back. Get on the brakes there. Tyler Stallhard got to be careful on the grass there. Going to lose some spots there to Malin and Smetana. Oh boy. Matt Watkins also just behind that battle. This is where the action is at the moment. Oh goodness. Really close there. 81 and the 11. There's 4 laps to go here. Malin to the inside going into turn 1. Gonna get that pretty handily. 43 gonna follow suit. 27 files behind the 11. 11 tries to take a defensive line, but 27 is gonna get to his inside. Just about some contact. There's contact. 15 muscling the 11 out of the way. And now Malin looking ahead there. Checking back up front here. There's Gunther getting 6th place from Sean Romero. Romero not putting up too hard of a battle there. Still a really solid run though so far for the number 71. Randall Coleman is gotten by Jovan Anderson. For P4, might be looking at Goodpaster now for P3. They've caught up to the 39 a little bit. So it could be on here for second place, but Jacob Smetana in pretty good shape here to make it 2 for 2 on the road courses. Coleman gets by for the final podium position. It is 3 laps to go at Mid-Ohio. And I think something else has happened to Gunther again. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, I saw the 71 was the next car back. What has happened this time? Pushing too hard, possibly. And we'll find out here. And it looks like indeed he did. This uphill section here, slinging a little bit, tires onto the grass and spins it. Keeps it out of the tires there, which is the last place you want to end up. So keeps a clean race car there. But drops back to 8th again. He's going to have to pick off these 2 again. Coleman now hounding the back of the 39. As Jacob Smetana has taken 2 laps to go here up at the front. Caution at this point would end it. Side by side. Bill Martin looks like he lets him go. So Coleman now second. Let's see if Jeff Goodpaster, excuse me. He trying to maybe make something happen here for that podium place. Or Jovan Anderson as well. Jacob Smetana and now Sean Romero doing battle. Smetana going to get that spot. And Gunther once again looking at the back of that 71 going, I just passed you a bit ago. And I'm going to do it again. Tyler Malin, I see him back there. In a good position there. Ooh, Romero running really wide there. That's going to make life a little easier for the 56. Oh, that got a little sketchy. And yep, there's the fight for 3rd place. 39 and 33. Is Smetana going to take the white flag? Looking for 2 for 2 on the road courses. And to become only the second multi-time winner of the season alongside Tyler Mallon. His good pastor's going to spin it off the final corner. That is gonna sting a little bit. Still been a great run though for that 33, but sees a few places slip his grasp, along with a number of other drivers that have had just all kinds of things happen throughout the course of this one. So Bill Martin currently third. Randall Coleman by himself in second. It's the 42 all by himself. The Hooters Mustang with just half a lap to go here. Jovan Anderson slinging it there, trying to get third. These two put on a heck of a battle at Coda. And just like on the last lap, it could come down to these two there. Ooh, if Jovan could keep it pointed in the right direction. Everyone curb hopping there through the S's. My goodness. The battle could be shaping up here for 7th. We got Moyers right behind Mallon, who's right behind Romero. And the spin-in goes the 68. 71 goes wide. And into the tires. Chaos on the last couple laps here. But Jacob Smetana up at the front and throwing down the gauntlet with his fastest lap of the race on the final lap. Has won it at Mid-Ohio to make it 2 for 2 on the road courses. That is a true road ringer right there. Coleman will be second, though Martin will indeed finish in third ahead of Jovan Anderson in fourth, and Peter Smetana will round out the top 5. A solid finish for Gunther. Even though he had a couple spots there, slip his grasp a bit, but golly, that was a fast 56. Just fell victim to the slippery racetrack along with many, many others. But that's a win for the 42. His brother coming up here to give him a bump. First time those two have been on the same racetrack as each other on the road course here. And I think that Jacob would have to be the only driver throughout the entire night that had absolutely nothing go crazy or go wrong. Coming back to the front straightaway here. And a well-deserved burn down right here. The road course man himself. We'll see if we're able to keep that up throughout the season. And a couple more road courses going on here. I think he just blew first gear. Hooters 42. Going to victory lane at Mid-Ohio. And going to victory lane for the second time this season. Again, joining Tyler Mallon as the only 2 multi-time winners on the season so far. 6 winners in 8 races. Yeah, you gotta love that. Big congrats there to everyone in the top 5. Anyone in the top 10, really. It was not a given, even if you had a good car and were able to wheel it around here pretty good. It was not a given that you were going to be able to keep it there. If you just lit up the tires once for just that smidge too long, that was it. You're gone. So credit to all those guys. Putting on a pretty good show. There's some exciting moments. And we'll get the full results here. We went over the top 6 there. Tyler Mallon emerging 7th after some craziness there on the last lap. Matt Watkins, Josh Moyers, and Jeff Goodpaster will be the top 10 officially. As it stands, Cody Luke and Benjamin Snyder, the only 2 drivers who will finish the race who did not finish on the lead lap. It looks like a piston problem for Seth Cole that will cause him to DNF. And then DNF as well for Thomas Philbrick and Ryan Lusk. Of course, Philbrick also fallen victim to engine troubles. Lusk having some too many dealings with the wall. Harold Torres with some connection problems. 26 drivers officially started the race. Top 20 all finishing on the lead lap. Officially about a 9.5 second margin of victory for the 42. Looks like he just left TeamSpeak, so we won't be talking to the race winner at all.
User joined
but
your channel.
A good job there by the 42.
Channel switched.
But golly, that was tough. That was tough. Okay,
Hey,
yeah,
wake up.
that's okay. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, Randall's just let me know on that. But yeah, pretty good race there. Had some rapid succession cautions, but also some good green flag runs. So you had some excitement all the way around there, and that was a lot of fun to watch. Congrats to Jacob. And again, next week, Bristol Dirt, the Easter special. Again, I will do my best. I cannot make any promises that I will be able to stream that. I would certainly love to, just given that it's Bristol Dirt. I mean, that could be an assortment of anything happening. But of course, with it being Easter, and I do got family stuff going on, so we'll see. It is questionable at the moment. So it could be a pretty last minute thing. Just keep an eye around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as usual, and we'll see what we're able to do. But for now, though, I'll let those guys celebrate, have some fun. I certainly had fun. Hopefully, we'll get some more folks in the booth here soon. But again, always cool to call these, check them out. Thank you everyone for tuning in that did. And I'm glad that things at least it looked like went a little smoother this time. Thank goodness. But until next time, though, if you don't see me next week, you will definitely see us back here for, I believe, Talladega. But until then, though, congrats to Jacob. Great job, everybody. And thank you once again for letting me be a part of this. It's a fun deal. Hoping to keep it up. But for now, thank you to those who watched as well. Take care. And bye for now.